Your workplace pension is a powerful tool, but it comes with one significant limitation. You're largely stuck with whatever funds your employer's pension provider offers. For many people, that is fine. But if you want more control over how your retirement savings are invested, a wider range of fund options, or the ability to invest in things like individual shares and investment trusts, there is another option: a self-invested personal pension, or SIPP. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what a SIPP is, how the tax relief works, who it is genuinely right for, and whether opening one alongside your workplace pension makes sense for your situation in 2026. A SIPP is a type of personal pension that gives you significantly more control over where your money is invested compared to a standard workplace pension. Like all pensions, contributions into a SIPP benefit from tax relief from the government. Your money grows free of UK income tax and capital gains tax inside the wrapper, and you can access your pension from age 57, rising to 58 in 2028. The key difference between a SIPP and a workplace pension is investment choice. A workplace pension typically offers a limited menu of funds chosen by your employer's pension provider. A SIPP opens up a much wider range of options, including thousands of funds, exchange-traded funds, investment trusts, and in some cases, individual shares and bonds. A SIPP is a personal pension, which means it is entirely your own. It is not linked to any employer. You set it up yourself, choose your own provider, and make your own investment decisions. This makes it particularly useful for self-employed people who do not have access to a workplace pension, and for employed people who want to supplement their workplace pension with additional retirement savings in an account they control directly. There are two main types of SIPP. A full SIPP, which offers the widest possible range of investments and is typically used by more experienced investors. And a more simplified SIPP, sometimes called a low-cost SIPP or a ready-made SIPP, which offers a curated range of funds and is more appropriate for most beginners. This is one of the most compelling reasons to use a SIPP, and it is worth understanding clearly. When you contribute to a SIPP, the government adds tax relief on top of your contribution. For basic rate taxpayers, this means that for every £80 you pay in, the government adds £20, making your effective contribution £100. The government is topping up your pension contribution by 25% on every pound you put in. Higher rate taxpayers can claim additional tax relief through their self-assessment tax return, bringing the effective cost of a £100 pension contribution down to just £60. Additional rate taxpayers, those earning over £125,140, can claim even further relief, making pensions one of the most tax-efficient savings vehicles available at higher income levels. This tax relief applies up to your annual allowance. In 2026, the annual allowance for pension contributions is £60,000 per year, or 100% of your earnings if that is lower. This is the total amount you can contribute across all pensions, including your workplace pension and any SIPPs, and still receive tax relief. For non-earners, including those on a career break, contributions of up to £3,600 gross per year can still be made into a SIPP and attract basic rate tax relief. This is the strategy we mentioned in the previous video on the gender pension gap. A SIPP is not the right choice for everyone. Here is a clear breakdown of who it tends to suit best. Self-employed people. If you are self-employed, you have no employer contributing to a workplace pension on your behalf. A SIPP is typically the most flexible and tax-efficient way to build retirement savings when you are working for yourself. People who want more investment choice. If your workplace pension offers a limited fund range and you want access to a wider range of index funds, ETFs or other investments, a SIPP gives you that flexibility. People who have left employment. If you have left a job and want somewhere to consolidate old workplace pension pots, a SIPP can be a sensible destination, provided you check the fees and fund options carefully before transferring. People who have maximised their workplace pension match. If you are already contributing enough to your workplace pension to receive your employer's full matching contribution and you want to save more for retirement, a SIPP is a tax-efficient way to do that. A SIPP is less likely to be the right choice if you are just starting out with pension saving and your workplace pension already offers decent fund options. In that case, increasing your workplace pension contribution is usually simpler and just as tax-efficient. Choosing a SIPP provider is important because fees and fund availability vary significantly. Here are the main options for UK savers in 2026. Vanguard, low cost, simple and well suited to beginners who want to invest in index funds. Vanguard's own fund range is limited to Vanguard funds only, which suits passive investors, but may feel restrictive if you want broader options. Very competitive fees. AJ Bell, one of the most popular SIPP providers in the UK. Wider fund range than Vanguard, competitive fees, and a well-regarded platform. A solid all-round choice for most people. Hargreaves Lansdown, the largest investment platform in the UK. Excellent range of funds and investments, strong research tools, and a well-established reputation. Fees are slightly higher than some competitors, which matters more on larger pot sizes. Invest Engine, very low fees, good ETF selection, and a clean user experience. A strong option for cost-conscious investors who want a simple ETF-focused SIPP. Interactive Investor, a flat fee model rather than a percentage-based fee, which makes it more cost-effective for larger pension pots. Worth considering once your pension reaches a meaningful size. As always, compare current fees before opening any account as these change over time. For most beginners, Vanguard or AJ Bell offer a good balance of simplicity, cost, and fund choice. This is the question most people have once they understand what a SIPP is. The answer is almost always the same. Prioritise your workplace pension first, up to the full employer match. This is the single most important step. Your employer's contribution is free money, and no SIPP can replicate that. Redirecting contributions away from your workplace pension to a SIPP means leaving employer contributions on the table, which is almost never worth it. Once you are receiving the full employer match, the decision becomes more nuanced. If your workplace pension charges high fees or offers a poor fund range, a SIPP might be worth using for additional contributions above the employer matched amount. The better investment options and lower fees could outweigh the administrative simplicity of putting everything in one place. If your workplace pension is already in a low-cost, well-diversified fund, there may be no compelling reason to open a SIPP at all. The additional complexity of managing a separate account is only worth it if it delivers a meaningful benefit. For most employed people in the UK in 2026, the right approach is to maximise the workplace pension match first, consider a stocks and shares ISA for additional tax-free savings, and only then consider a SIPP if there is a specific reason the workplace pension is not meeting your needs. A SIPP comes with more responsibility than a workplace pension, and it is worth being honest about the drawbacks. More investment choice means more decisions to make. With a workplace pension, someone else has already curated a reasonable set of options. With a SIPP, the quality of your outcome depends more heavily on the investment decisions you make. For people who are not confident investors, this added responsibility can be a disadvantage rather than a benefit. SIPPs have no employer contribution. If you're employed and you redirect contributions from your workplace pension to a SIPP, you lose the employer match. This is a significant financial cost that is easy to underestimate. Fees can erode returns on small pots. Some SIPP providers charge minimum fees that make them uneconomical for smaller pension pots. Always check whether the fee structure makes sense for the size of pot you are starting with. Pension rules can change. The age at which you can access pension savings is already changing, rising from 55 to 57 in 2028. Tax relief rules and annual allowances have also changed multiple times in recent years. A SIPP is a very long-term commitment, and the rules governing it will likely change further over your lifetime. To bring it all together, a SIPP is a flexible, tax-efficient retirement savings account that gives you more investment choice than a standard workplace pension. It is particularly well suited to self-employed people, those who want to supplement their workplace pension with additional savings, and those who want more control over their fund selection. But it comes with more responsibility and no employer contributions. For most employed people, the right order is workplace pension to the full employer match first, then ISA, then SIPP if there is a specific reason to use one. If this video helped you understand whether a SIPP is right for your situation, subscribing takes 2 seconds and means you won't miss a video. We post twice a week on making your money work harder in the UK, and that wraps up our pension series. Next up, we are moving into budgeting, starting with a realistic monthly budget on a £20,000 salary in the UK.